Yep. How you guys
Uh,
doing?
Good, good. We'll start off with Herbie Teope with questions. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Mike, welcome to Kansas City, man.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, just to go over your history, obviously you've got some experience in the West Coast offense, from Matt Nagy to Jay Gruden to Sean Payton, obviously, in New Orleans. What is the importance of a fullback, in your view, in the West Coast offense? And I'll have another question, Brad.
Yeah, I think in the West Coast offense specifically, I think they got to be able to do, multiple things, right? They got to be able to run block. They have to be able to run with the football, catch, pass protect, and do all those different things. I think it brings a different element to the offense. A lot of defenses that might not practice against West Coast offenses, it could be a different fit in the two-back run game and in the pass game and stuff like that. So I think it brings great value, and I think – that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here. It was because, Coach Reid has always used a fullback and has always had that West Coast offensive scheme.
And I want to go back to your time in New Orleans with Zach Line, your former teammate in 2019. He used to tell me, because I used to cover the Saints, he used to tell me one of his biggest adjustments, and it kind of like you two have something in common here. He blocked for Adrian Peterson and then Alvin Kamara, and now you're going to be blocking for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. What goes into the adjustment process of blocking for a running back with different skill sets?
Yeah, I think, like, to your point, Zach and I have had this conversation because I blocked for Adrian Peterson in Washington. So I'm familiar with that. And he was a guy who wanted to get downhill quick, so you had to make sure you got out of your stance and you were exploding through, more so than maybe some other running backs. You have some more patient running backs, AK was patient, so I think it's just having a sense of kind of what scheme and kind of what they like to do. But overall, I mean, you got to get on your guy. You can't worry too much about it, but you definitely do want to have a sense depending on kind of who's back there and what they like. AP will say sometimes, hey, just, don't stop your feet, just go. Whereas like there's maybe some more reading with a more patient back and setting things up with your eyes and that kind of stuff.
Go next to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Michael. Welcome to Kansas City, man.
How you doing? Thank you.
You kind of touched on this already, but I'm just curious, in the free agency process, why'd you choose Kansas City?
Yeah, there's a few things. I think opportunity and scheme, right? The opportunity to play for a great head coach, a great organization, a winning team, right? A team that's expectations are Super Bowl. I think that's hard to say in this league, that each year you have a very, very good chance of going to the Super Bowl. And I think that was really important. And again, scheme-wise, I touched on it a little bit. Coach Reid has always carried a fullback, even since his days in Philadelphia. He's always had one, evidence of, Anthony Sherman being here for 8 years in a row. So, between the opportunity of being part of a winning organization and the scheme fit, I thought was a really good opportunity for me.
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Mike. Welcome to Kansas City.
How you doing?
You touched on Anthony Sherman. I wanted to ask you about him. He made a nice career for himself when he was here over the years in a limited offensive role, at least. Did you talk to him by chance? Maybe ask him what this place was like before you signed on here?
I have not spoken to him. That's something I, could do is reach out. Us fullbacks would like to stick together and help each other out, for sure. But I've watched plenty of tape on him. Even before, in Chicago when I was with Nags, I'd watched him before when I first got into the league. He's a guy you always watch. He's been a great player in this league for a long time, and he's done things the right way. So I haven't met him on a personal level, but I have watched plenty of his game for sure.
Go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Mike, welcome to Kansas City. Good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Hey, you talked a little bit about Anthony Sherman and the fullback role and, in the offense, but, fullback role, especially in today's NFL, is a big special teams role too. And Sherman was, a four-phase guy and a leader on that unit. How do you approach that, knowing that you're going to be coming in and you're going to be doing some special teams with a new group and working with Dave Tobe? How is that fitting in, and what do you kind of expect your role to be with this club?
Yeah, well, I expect my role to be a four-phaser. I mean, that's the goal. Like you said, playing fullback, you have to be a four-phaser. You just have to be. And it's really important to me to be a four-phaser and be a very good four-phaser. So when I get here, and I'm already working on that process now, put your best foot forward, to be the best football player you can be and the best special teams player you can be. And that's my goal. Start studying now, looking at technique, looking at scheme and just ways I can get ahead right now. And then when we hit the field running, just work as hard as you can, to be that best special teams player, because like you alluded to, it is very important, especially in the fullback role.
All right, Mike, I think that's all we've got for you. Quick and easy.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, man. See
Have a
ya.
good day.
Good.
So long.
You too.
Bye.